Hello friend, good morning. We are going to continue another series of a lecture in which we are discussing the partial fraction of improper fraction. So I am just writing a topic here, partial fraction, and we have seen that partial fraction are of we are seeing the types of the fraction that we get is proper and improper. Okay, proper, we know that degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator, and here degree of numerator is greater than or equal to degree of denominator, so that we call as improper fraction. So we have seen that for the partial fraction of the proper fraction, if it satisfies this condition, then we seen that we can solve it by using case 1, case 2 or case 3. Okay, so we have a detailed lecture on it. So case 1, we say if denominator contain denominator, I am just writing here. So what was our case 1? D of x is a linear factor, non-repeating linear factor, non-repeating. Okay. Case 2, we have seen D of x is a linear factor but repeating. Okay, repeating. So example for this is a1x plus b into a2x plus c and so on. And example for this is a1x plus b square or cube into ax plus c kind of thing. Okay. Then case 3 we have discussed. In case 3 we see that d of x contain irreducible quadratic equation. Irreducible quadratic equation. So it's kind of a1x square plus bx plus c. This kind of term you will have. If this quadratic equation is reducible, then it will convert into case 1 or case 2. But if it is irreducible, then we need case 3. Right? So, and how we resolve this? So, for case 1, I'll just write here. Okay. So, for case 1, we just need to write the simple constant and the linear factor upon denominator plus b upon this. For case 2, a1x plus b plus b upon, we repeat the bracket, same bracket with power. If we have square here, then we will find second constant. If we have cube here, then we will find third constant, c b cube, and so on. And for case 3, we need to find constant like this, ax plus b upon a1x square plus bx plus c, this kind of thing. Okay, all right. But now for the proper fraction, for improper fraction, if this condition is satisfied, what should we do? So we are going to discuss this case here in this lecture. So in improper fraction, first we convert it into a proper fraction. Okay, we convert it into proper fraction by actual division. By actual division. Now how we perform actual division, we are going to see it. So since we know that in improper fraction we have degree of numerator is greater than or equal to degree of denominator. So for example, I have a fraction x cube plus 1 upon x square plus 2x. Alright, I'm just taking an example here. So just check the degree. Degree of numerator is 3, degree of denominator is 2. Highest power in denominator is 2. So 3 is greater than 2. This condition satisfied. So this is a improper fraction. Okay. Now we know that whenever we have a fraction and if we actually divide it, so we can write a fraction. So suppose I have a number or a fraction p upon q. Suppose I have a number, so I can write this as, by actual division, I can write it as quotient, okay, quotient plus remainder upon divisor. Okay, so this we know that any number, if I want to divide I want to divide 5 with 10 with 5. Okay, how I perform actual division? So 5, 10 here, 5 2s are 10, so 10 I'll write here. I have subtraction here. Okay, so this is nothing but quotient, this is divisor, and this is remainder. Okay, now I can write this 10 upon 5 equal to quotient plus remainder upon divisor. So how can I write it? I can write it 2 plus 0 upon 5. 2 plus 0 upon 5, which is equal to 2 actually. Okay, so this is the general rule and we apply it to any division. So here we are going to use the same rule for improper fraction. So first of all we actually divide the fraction, then we find quotient, remainder and divisor, and we write it into this form. So this part is will convert into a proper fraction, and then we will apply case 1, case 2, case 3, whichever applicable, to find partial fraction. So let's just jump into the example. So the example I have written is here. I'll just write it here again. So we are going to find partial fraction of x cube plus 1 upon x square plus 2x. Okay, alright. Now by actual division, I want this actually divided. So I'll just make the division sign here. Okay, and what I'm going to divide, so this is my divisor, x square plus 2x, x square plus 2x, and here I have x cube plus 1. Okay, now how we divide the polynomial? So just think one element. Alright, so I want to remove this x cube. One by one element, just think about it. So from this x square I want to reach out to x cube, right? I have x square here and I want to convert this x square into x cube so that it will cancel. So one by one you need to think about it. So what will I do? How I am going to get x cube from x square? Exactly, I need to multiply with x, right? X multiplied by x square is x cube. So my first part will be x here. How I decide it? Just think about it, that the highest power is x square. So I am going to start with this. So from this x square I will think how I can reach to the x cube. Whatever number is required, I'll just multiply it. So this is my first part, x. Now multiply this with multiply x with x square plus 2x. Okay, what I get? X into x square, x cube plus 2x into x, 2x square. Okay, this is the product. So this product I am going to write here. So x into x square, x cube plus 2x square. X into 2x is 2x square. And just subtract here. So sign will change. This will change the sign, right? So this plus minus x cube get cancelled. That's how I remove the first part. Now what is the remaining part? 1 minus 2x square. Okay, 1 minus 2x square. Now again think about this part where x is. This is the constant. We are not going to think about this. Now I have x square here. Already I have x square here. And I just want minus 2x square here. Okay. How I am going to convert this x square into minus 2x square? I need to multiply with minus sign. So I am just taking the second part as minus 2. Okay. Now again multiply this minus 2 with x square plus 2x. What will I get? Minus 2x square minus 4x. Correct? One term. Just think about one term at a time. Do not think about like you are going to cancel x square plus 1. No. Start with x cube, then with x square, or whatever number you are getting here with x, not about constant. Do not think about constant. So now write this product here. So minus 2 into x square is minus 2x square minus 4x. Alright, so just to change the symbol, this will become plus, this will become plus, because we are subtracting. So this minus 2x plus 2x cancel. What I get? 1 minus 4x. Okay, 1 minus 4x. Sorry, 1 plus 4x. Sorry, this is plus sign, this is change. 1 plus 4x. Now I cannot divide. So here I have x square and here I get x. So I will just check the degree. So here degree is 1, degree is 2. Now I get the less degree from the divisor. So I will stop here. This is the division is complete here. Okay. Now this is my remainder. This is the divisor. And this we get as quotient. Okay, so I am just writing here the original equation was, it was my original equation, x cube plus 1 upon x square plus 2x equal to quotient plus remainder upon divisor. So what will I get? The quotient I get here, this, right? X minus 2 plus, this is my quotient. What is remainder? This one, 1 plus 4x. So 1 plus 4x divide by divisor. My divisor is this. Okay, x square plus 2x. So x square plus 2x. Right? Clear? Okay. So this x cube plus 1 upon x square plus 2x. I get this equation, which is equivalent form. So this is the first step. Now this part we are not going to worry about because it's not a fraction. It's something that we get a simple term. The fraction is this second part. Okay. And this is now, what is the degree of numerator? Numerator's degree is 1. Denominator's degree is 2. So numerator's degree is less than denominator. It's convert into proper fraction. Okay. So now use the case 1, 2 or 3, whatever is applicable to resolve this into the partial fraction. So I am going to get it equation 1. Now resolve 1 plus 4x upon x square plus 2x into partial fraction. Okay, so 1 plus 4x upon x square plus 2x. Okay, this I can write as 1 plus 4x. I am just taking x common. So what I get? X plus 2. Okay, x into x plus 2. Now just observe the denominator. What it is? It's a linear factor. Linear factor. And it's not repeating. The different distinct linear factor are here. So linear factor and non-repeating. So this will fall into case 1. So I need to solve it using case 1. Okay. So what will be? So it will convert into a upon x plus b upon x plus 2. Right. And here I have 1 plus 4x upon x into x plus 2. Now the further procedure is well known to you. So this I am going to get equation 2 because I already took this as equation 1. This is our original equation, given equation. So now just cross multiply a into x plus 2 plus b into x. And here I have upon x into x plus 2 upon x into x plus 2. Okay. So okay. This get cancelled. 1 plus 4x equal to a into x plus 2 plus bx. This is my equation 3 now. Okay. Now one by one I need to find this constant by using equation 3. So first you know this procedure. I mean this is not a difficult part for you. So now one by one we are going to find out. Okay. So let's just find the first our this thing. Equation 2. Sorry, from to find a. Okay, to find a, just now we just find the constant by using equation 3. So first I'll find a. So to find a, put x equal to, now what value of x I should put? So I will go back to the equation 2. In this equation, I'll just observe the denominator of a. What is it? X, and equate it with 0. So x equal to 0 I am getting here. So put x equal to 0 in 3. In equation 3. And what is my equation 3? Here I'm just having it here so that you can see it clearly. So just replace this x with 0. Okay, in equation 3. What will I get? 1 plus 4 into 0 equal to a into 0 plus 2 plus b into 0. Okay. So 1 plus 0 equal to a into 2 plus 0. So 1 equal to 2a, and I get, shift is here, a equal to 1 by 2. Okay. 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 Now to find b, second constant I am finding. To find b, put x equal to, again observe the equation 2. What is the denominator of b? X plus 2, right? So just put this x plus 2 equal to 0 and solve this equation. So x will be minus 2. Shift this plus 2 to this side. So x equal to minus 2. So I will put x equal to minus 2. So I will get b. X equal to minus 2 in 3. In third equation. So here I have Okay, I'll just put the third equation. Okay, here I'll put third equation. Okay, so just replace this x with minus 2 now. Okay, what will I get? 1 plus 4 into minus 2 equal to a into minus 2 plus 2 plus b into minus 2. So 1 minus 8 equal to a into 0 minus 2b. Okay, so minus 7 equal to, this becomes 0, minus 2b. Minus minus get cancelled, and this b equal to, just shift this side, so minus 7 upon minus 2, so b equal to 7 by 2. Okay, all right, so I hope you understand it. So I hope you understand the procedure. This is the repeated one. Now I am going to substitute this value in first equation, because that's what my partial fraction was. So my equation, original equation was, therefore partial fraction will be, I am getting x cube plus 1 upon x square plus 2x, and that I have got as x minus 2 plus 1 plus 4x upon x into x plus 2. Okay, and my resolved part will be x minus 2 plus a upon x plus b upon x plus 2. Okay, so what will I get here? X minus 2 plus value of a I have got 1 by 2. So I am just substituting here 1 by 2 x plus value of b I got 7 by 2. 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 x plus 2. Okay, so that's how my partial fractions are. Okay, just observe it carefully. So the procedure is simple. For improper fraction, we just need to convert it into a proper fraction. And how we will convert it into a proper fraction? By actual division. We actually perform division and just write the fraction into this form, quotient plus remainder upon divisor, and this will convert the improper fraction into the proper fraction. And then by using any case that we have discussed in previous lecture, we will convert, or we will get the partial fractions. Okay, I hope you understand the procedure. If you have any doubt or anything, just let me know in the comment section. Now I am just taking one more example so that it will be more clear to you. So just we just have one more example. So x cube upon x square minus 1. Okay, we need to resolve this into partial fraction. So first of all, degree of numerator is 3 and degree of denominator is 2. 3 is greater than 2. So this is improper fraction. Okay, confirm. Improper fraction. Okay. Now, since it is a improper fraction, I will perform by actual division. I will convert it into proper fraction. So by actual division, what will I get? I am just performing actual division here. So here I have x cube, here I have x square minus 1. Now from this x square I need x cube. Simply I just multiply with x. Okay, now multiply x into x square minus 1. What will I get? X cube minus x. So x cube minus x will be here. We are subtracting, so sign will change. This get cancelled and x is remaining. Now degree of this term is less than degree of this divisor. So we will stop here. that is our this thing, final answer. So this is my quotient, this is my divisor, and this is remainder, right? So I can write is, therefore this x cube upon x square minus 1 will equal to, okay, quotient plus remainder upon divisor. So what is the quotient here? X plus remainder is x upon x square minus 1. Okay, all right. Now resolve x upon x square minus 1 into partial fraction. Okay, so we first observe what is the denominator of the given fraction. It is x square minus 1. It is quadratic equation. Now I will think whether it is reducible or irreducible. Is it reducible? Yes, it is reducible because it is in the form of a square minus b square, and its expansion will be a plus b into a minus b. Okay, so this I can write as x plus x upon x minus 1 into x plus 1. Okay, so this will be getting x plus a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x plus 1. Give it equation 1. Okay, and just simplify the equation as, this will be the case 1 obviously, x minus 1 plus b upon x plus 1. Okay, now just try to find a and b. What will you get? Within a 5 minutes, just try to find a and b. So I'll just have a fast calculation for this. So what we'll have here, x upon x minus 1 into x plus 1 equal to a into x plus 1 plus b into x minus 1 upon x minus 1 into x plus 1. This get cancelled. So x equal to a into x plus 1 plus b into x minus 1. To find a, put x equal to 1. Repeat the same procedure, just go back to this equation, equate this equation, equate x minus 1 with 0, so I will get x equal to 1. Okay, alright. Now let's just give it the name 1, 2, 2. Okay, in 2. So what will I get? 1 equal to a into 1 plus 1 plus b into 1 minus 1. So 1 equal to 2a, a equal to 1 by 2. Okay, now to find b, put x equal to minus 1 in equation 2. So what will I get? Just put here. Okay, so minus 1 equal to a into minus 1 plus 1 plus b into minus 1 minus 1. So minus 1 equal to, this becomes 0, minus 2b. So b equal to minus 1 by minus 2. So b equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so finally I am just substituting these two value in equation 1. Here is my equation 1. Okay, where I resolve it. So from my equation 1, what I get? Therefore the resolved partial fraction will be, so x cube upon x square minus 1 equal to x plus, right, here I have x plus this, x plus 1 by 2 I got here. So x plus 1 by 2 into x plus 1 plus 1 by 2 into x minus 1. Okay, so I hope you understand it and enjoy the lecture. Just try to solve this example and just check whether you are able to resolve it into a partial fraction or not. So first of all, you need to convert this thing into proper fraction. So my example is x cube plus 2 upon x square minus 1. Okay, and second example I am giving you, x cube plus 1 upon x square plus 2x. Okay, so just try to solve it. First convert it into proper fraction by actual division and then resolve it. I hope you enjoy the lecture. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.